Welcome to Bible Times. I'm Willard Pless, and today we want to talk about walking in darkness. Now we know the Bible teaches that about walking in darkness, and this means to not see what's going on, what's happening, not understanding the Bible like you need to, and being aware of what's happening in the world, and what time that we're living in, and what's going on. And this is the darkness. And Jesus told the Jewish people, the scribes and the Pharisees, as he taught there in the temple, and that if you go to John chapter 8, Gospel of John chapter 8, that he said, "He that walk with me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life." So, in order to walk in the light, you got to walk with Jesus. And on another occasion, he told them, he said, "You won't come to me that you might have light. You love the darkness rather than the light. You choose the darkness rather than walking in the light and be able to see and understand what's going on." You can be religious. See, the Jews, they were mighty religious, the scribes and the Pharisees. I've been in the ministry for about 50 some years, 57, 58 years now. And I've often wondered, boy, if we could have church members like the Pharisees were. They believed in holding it to the line. The Bible says that they tithe on the very minute things, even the scent things that they had, the sweet smelling things that they even tithed on that. But Jesus knew they were walking in darkness, that they could not see, even though they were mighty religious. And see, we need to understand that you can be a powerful church person and pay your tithe and live by the church rules. And the Jewish people, they're religious too. And there's mighty religious people in this world. The Jewish nation, they're religious, but they're in the dark. They can't see what's going on. The church world is religious, but in the dark, and not being able to understand and see what's going on. And we're wanting to help people to wake up, come to the light. Jesus is a light. You can be religious. Now Satan's got in the kingdom he's setting up, which is the kingdom of Babylon, that he's got a doctrine in there too. He's the Jesus of the gospel of Babylon, that he's got people following him and listening to him, and they're in the dark. They can't see, can't understand. If you don't walk with Jesus, I'm talking about the true Jesus. I'm not talking about the counterfeit one that Satan's got, that religious people follow and talk to and pray to. And Jews too. And this is the darkness that we want to talk about that's in this world. It's man, it's powerful. And a lot of people are caught up in this darkness and not being able to see and understand what's going on. Don't even know where we are in Bible time. The church world's not giving it. I listen to preachers and they're not talking about what the Bible is talking about and about the light and where we are in Bible time and what's going on, and Jesus is going to be coming soon. And they're not talking about this new Babylon that's Satan's brought into the world, that he's brought back. If you really get in the scriptures and teach, you'll learn that from the time of Nebuchadnezzar, when he was taken down, that Babylon just went on to new leaders. When the Persians took over, they were just another leader for Babylon. The Bible teaches that Babylon has continued since it came to power back in the time of Daniel, back in the 700 BC, when Babylon came to power and came into Israel. And Israel is very much involved in this. And when Nebuchadnezzar was taken down, and then the Medes, they took over, and that's just Babylon continued. And when the Persians took over, it's still Babylon. It's Babylon doctrine, Babylon understanding, even when the Greeks took over and when the Romans took over. And then it came to America. When this thing here in America is the Babylon thing that's going on right now. Babylon has just returned, got a new leader. President Trump is the leader of the new Babylon that's going on in this world right now. And I know the world's not seeing this and understanding this. The world's in the darkness. And but I want to try to help people wake up if I can. If I can get you to thinking enough and help you realize where you are. If you don't see things and understand things, I know people fuss at me because I'm trying to give these things. But I can see what's going on. I can know what's happening. And Babylon right now is collapsing. You go to Revelation 17 and 18, and this is when the judgment of God began, and it's begun. Jesus' judgment has begun on November the 19th. Here in 2025, this has begun. Babylon is crumbling. And Jesus is the one that's bringing this about. This thing of the great whore that this world's in right now, with talking about Epstein and Maxwell and kings of the world, leaders, presidents. The Bible says that the kings of the world have committed fornication with this thing, and it even reaches back before World War II when it comes to America. America became kind of friends with Israel after 1948 when they came back God brought them back into the land, and especially 1967 when they retook Jerusalem, that America's got involved with them. And what's going on right now is the new Babylon. And Israel's deceived right now. They don't see it. The church world don't see it. Israel and the church world help bring up the beast, which is the leader of the new Babylon, which is President Trump. They even churches, some around here, I know that they even met and had prayer that President Trump would be elected, that he would get back to power. And I've seen on the internet many of them praying for President Trump to come back to power. And see, Israel supported that too. They're very much involved right now, but we know that Israel's going to turn against President Trump, just like they did back when Nebuchadnezzar was, when he was in control. That Israel turned against him, and that's why they destroyed the temple and the city. And that was in 586 BC. See, Babylon had taken over Israel 22 years before they destroyed the temple, but when Israel turned against them, then that's when they destroyed the temple and the city. And that's the same way it was with the Romans. When Israel turned against the Romans, see, that's when they destroyed the city and the temple. And see, these things are playing over again. I don't know if you can see them or not. See, if you're walking in the dark, you're not going to realize this thing. You're not going to see what's really happening in the world. You can be religious. And see, Satan brought that doctrine into the world. He said you can, when he talked to Eve there in the Garden of Eden, he told Eve, he said, you can partake of the tree and you still be all right. But he lied. See, God had told Adam, if you go that way, if you choose that way, that the soul I've given you will die. When we're born into this world, our soul is asleep. It's a death sleep. See, when you go to sleep, it's just like you're dead. Everything around you, you have no senses about you. You can't hear and you can't see and you can't understand things. And that's the way that's what the soul is in. And Jesus done his best to try to teach that. He tried to teach it was a sleep death. But man can't hardly understand that. And if your soul is still asleep and you not come to him and repented and let him wake up the soul of you, then you're walking in the darkness. You cannot see and understand things. But we're trying to help people. I'm not out to hurt anybody. I'm just here to try to help. I don't want anybody to not be ready when Jesus comes, and he's coming soon. And I want everybody to be ready. Jesus don't want you to be caught in the darkness either. He wants you to come to him and talk with him, and he'll give you light and understanding, and you'll be able to understand what's going on in this world and where we are in Bible time. And I hope you'll do that. I'm praying that everybody will do that. Don't push away. Want to see, want to understand. Talk to Jesus about it. Don't fuss at me. Talk to him. He's right there. He'll hear you. And he'll help you if you really talk to him from your heart. If you really want to be with him and walk with him and see and understand, and that he's right there and he'll help you. And so I hope you'll do that, and God bless you, and you have a great day.